Travel day came early. Airports, security, the whole drill. That feeling of hauling a travel bag through the terminal never gets old. It's like a badge that says this is a golf trip. On the plane, farmland gave way to desert. The colors changed fast. Red rock, open sky, and miles of nothing. You could already tell this place was going to be different. As we started descending, you could see the cliffs and the canyons below. It wasn't some beach resort. It looked rugged, raw, and wide open. The kind of place where a golf ball might disappear if you miss big. The wheels hit the runway, and that's when it felt real. We were officially in Utah. Welcome to St. George, Utah. We loaded into the van and headed towards the resort. That ride through St. George was our first real look at the area. Clean streets, red rock everywhere, mountains on the edge of town. It's got that desert meets golf energy that makes you want to grab a club even before you unpack. Everyone was quiet for a bit, just taking it in. You can't help it. You spend months planning a trip like this, and when you finally see where you're going, it's hard not to just stare out the window. The closer we got, the more it started to feel like something special. You could see hints of the course from the road, black rock, patches of green fairway cutting through it. Nobody said it, but we were all thinking the same thing. Let's go play already. St. George just has this feel of a golf paradise. It may not necessarily have the water aspect, but it has this way to pull you in with the cathedrals of red rock around you. As we pull into the resort, the anticipation rises. We pull past all the new projects, the boardwalk, the pro shop, the new places for everybody to stay, and a future of great opportunities. We didn't know what to expect. We've been to golf courses before, we've golfed, but this was just the start. As the sun was setting, we made our way to the check-in desk. The front desk faced big glass windows, looking straight out over the 19th hole. The sun was setting, lighting up the whole course in orange and red. A feeling you can't describe. After checking in, there was no way we could call it a night. We headed straight to the 20th hole, the simulator bar everybody kept talking about. The place was packed, good food, cold drinks, screens lit up. We'd been hearing about it for weeks and had to see it for ourselves. We grabbed the bay, ordered some food, and started hitting. The first swings of the trip. A few ugly ones, a few bombs, pretty much what you'd expect after a great, long trip. But it didn't matter. After a full day of travel, just being able to swing the club again felt amazing. We ordered just the right amount. Chips, queso, and this pastrami burger that absolutely blew my mind. It was so good. Highly recommend. The food came out quick, and everything hit the spot. After eating, we loaded a course on the simulator, and obviously, we had to play Black Desert. The setup felt legit, good turf, and everything you'd want for a simulator bay. We didn't say much, just hit a bunch of golf balls, checking numbers, getting the feel back. It wasn't about competition, it was about finally swinging again. You spend all day traveling for a golf trip. You've got to get a few swings in before you sleep. We're already strategizing what landing zones we wanted to hit, because obviously that's what you do. I'd say Garrett's got his dialed in. We stayed for a bit, wrapped it up when the body started to shut down. The 20th hole did what it needed to do. Good food, a few swings, and a reminder of why we came. Day one was done. Tomorrow, it was time to get onto the real course. Day two started early. I stepped out on the balcony and just stood there for a minute. The whole place was quiet. The cliffs, the lava rock, the course stretched out below. It's one of those views that doesn't need much explaining. We walked around the property for a while, just trying to get a real feel for the place. You see pictures online, but being here in person hits different. This place has this calm energy in the morning, quiet, clean, and built with a ton of detail. We looped around the front area first, checked out the main entrances, a few of the walkways, and just got a sense for the scale of the place. Everything feels connected. The golf, the stay, the food, it's all right there in one spot. As we made our way further down, we came across the section where the boardwalk's being built. You could see the framework starting to take shape. Crews working, equipment lined up. That's part of Patrick Manning's plan to turn Black Desert into more than just a golf resort. Adding shops, restaurants, and walking paths that'll tie it all together. Seeing it in person makes sense. The resort already feels like it's expanding in real time. You can tell it's not just about the course, it's about building something that lasts. We looped past the front area and down a few walkways that wrapped around the property, stopping here and there just to take it in. We'd walked right by the pro shop, and we had to get a few things. And after that, it's time for breakfast. On site, Black Desert has what's called the Latitude. The food was super good, and you can't complain about the views with water rushing right next to you. Oh, and the 19th green. After breakfast, we met up with Patrick Manning, the guy behind Black Desert, to hear his vision for the place.
The original vision, it started with what we're building now, which is called the Boardwalk, because there's 6 million people a year coming to southern Utah, and there was no there. So you come to the area, you hike a park or go on a bike ride or whatever it is that brings you to the area to golf, and then there's not really a spot to go. That's a congregation spot for community, and with live music and shops and restaurants. And so that original vision was to give this area the there. And then it was like, but if we do that, there's also like not a luxury hotel, so we should all fill that void as well. And it morphed and continued to evolve. And I would say that the best way I could characterize it is very, very, very close to the original vision. But what I didn't know is that all the pieces are here. But what I didn't know is when you put all the pieces together, how big it is. I just didn't envision the large scale that it's going to be. But all the pieces are the same. Well, I think I would describe the course as beautiful. I mean, the backdrop. I mean, God got it right, and all we had to do was strategically put a golf course into the lava, and but striking contrast, the jet black lava with the emerald greens and the white uh, bunkers and the towering red cliffs, and then 8 months a year, Pine Valley Mountain behind us is snow capped, and it just amazing contrasts of colors. And also, Tom Weiskopf was very strategic and being able to make this a course that was worthy of a PGA Tour, as far as being difficult enough, but also you can play it for a resort guest, and it's not as difficult. It looks intimidating, but it's not. But the fairways are wide, and it's forgiving for a resort guest. Yeah, so Tom was an amazing human being, and I think the main reason, it wasn't the only reason, but probably the main reason we selected Tom over 20 other designers that we spoke with is, he just he was Tom. It wasn't Tom's entourage. It wasn't 15 people showing up. It was every time we were walking this land, Tom was here every time. And here's my cell phone number. Now here's somebody you can call to get a hold of me. And he was just real. And I loved it when we became the home for the Utah Tech University boys and girls golf teams. Tom flew down to welcome uh, the boys team. And during that interview, during that discussion, he said, "Do you guys have any questions for me?" And one of the boys said, if you could go back in time and give yourself advice, what advice would you give us now as aspiring golfers? And they told me later that they thought he was going to talk about nutrition and stretching, but he said, take some real time, like take a week, like take some time and ask yourself, when I'm 50 years old, who do I want to be as a man? Who is that? And he said, and never let a day go by that you aren't that man. And I was like, wow, that was a great answer. Wow. The numbers were that the socials that the PGA had out there for this tournament alone, the 4 days, had over 200 million views. We were seen in over 500 million households worldwide. And the impact, the visual impact that it had on people, it's unfortunately hard to get a tee time, now. But the impact on the community was huge. I don't know how many, I've heard $75 million of economic impact over a 4-day period. And that doesn't include the halo effect, because this now gets attention 365 days a year. But also just the PGA hadn't been in Utah for like 63 years. And the LPGA hadn't been here for like 61 years. And so a self of state pride to have brought both of them back, and we had them both under contract before the first round of golf was played. So that's just a testimony to how beautiful this is, and also the platform, the infrastructure that Black Desert brings to those tournaments beyond the golf course. Well, I hope they loved the golf course. I hope they had a really good time. I think the thing that I hear the most feedback on, more than anything else, is the level of service. The concierge level of service that a golfer is receiving from our golf team is, what I've heard, like second to none. And so I love hearing the human element of it. It goes way beyond the physical plant of the course itself.
After talking with Patrick, it was easy to see how much thought went into this place. Not just the course, but everything around it. You can tell he's building something that's going to be around for a long time. From there, we headed to Club 73 for lunch. The setup's casual but sharp. Solid menus, good service, and great views of the range. We kept it simple: burgers, sandwiches, and a few drinks. Once we wrapped up lunch, it was time for the range. Time to lock in. The setup was perfect. Open layout, black lava rock framing every shot. We stretched, hit wedges, worked through the bag, and tried to shake off the travel rust before our 4 o'clock tee time. After a quick warm-up, Kyler, Garrett, and I were ready for hole number 1. Garrett stepped up first to the tee. First swing of the trip. You could feel the mix of focus and nerves, that quiet moment before everything starts. After that shot, it was on. Kyler and I followed, and just like that, the trip officially kicked off. First hole at Black Desert. Joining us today was our caddy, Alex. And right from the start, he was a super solid guy, knew every line, every ridge, exactly where to miss. He made the day a lot smoother, especially with this being our first look at the course. Every hole was framed by the black lava rock. Cliffs in the background. It's the kind of view that stops you for a second before you swing. After the first hole, it really hits you. This is Black Desert. From here, we'll let the course speak for itself.
Yeah, basically it's that hill that's coming up on the left. You just want to go over that.
Yeah, past that, whatever that thing is.
Yeah. It's about like sitting here, so you should be fine.
This course had the right amount of balance. Views, greens, lava rock, just perfect in every way. The par 3s out here are just fun. Every one gives you a different look. Midway through the round, we made a quick stop at the Oasis, the encore spot everyone kept talking about, and it's built right between holes, easy to pull in and grab something without breaking rhythm. We went straight for the tacos, easily some of the best you'll find anywhere on a golf course. They've got everything you'd want mid-round, quick, hot, and packed with flavor. Chips, drinks, a few minutes to recharge before heading back out. Now, 15 holes in, the sun started dropping behind the cliffs. Every hole got darker, every swing harder to track. You could feel the rush to finish, that quiet push where everyone's just focused on getting it in before it's gone. The sun really started to dip, and the focus shifted. It wasn't about scoring anymore, it was just about finishing before it got too dark to see the pin. The last couple of holes felt like a sprint. Quiet fairways, a few laughs here and there, and that push to get it done. But honestly, sitting out there with the sunset, red rocks, and the sun setting right behind the mountains, there's no place I'd rather be. The sunsets here just hit different. And with that, that was day 2. Long, full, and everything we came for. Day 3 started with Kyler and Garrett grabbing coffee at Lava Love, which is also part of the resort. After that, we had made our way back to the range, something we love doing, golf. The morning air was cool, and it felt like the perfect way to start the day. We spent hours around the short game area, chipping, rolling putts, trying to get a better feel for the greens. It was one of those sessions where everything just clicked. No rush, no stress, just good reps and a lot of fun. And after that, it was back to Club 73 for lunch. Definitely a really nice luxury to have. Everything right on site. Food, football, and a little bit of mist to cool us off from the desert heat. Small touch, but makes a difference. And can't forget about the custom bag tags they make you. We hit the range again, and we get ready for round number 2.
Day 2, you might need it.
Alright, I'm gonna go head up. Remember where to go?
Yep.
Bunkers to the middle, right?
Yeah, pretty much. The far left edge should be 280.
Yeah.
Okay.
Far right edge is like 260.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Let's get it, baby. I'm excited.
Day 2, Black Desert.
Day two. And
Action.
I'm 10 under, starting the round.
20.
Maybe 20 under. I need all the help I can get. But we're winning today. We're gonna dove.
Got the boy Alex again. Requested him. Awesome dude. Hopefully not a lot of these today. A couple more of these.
I'm gonna get a lot of these today. But I think he's just throwing the bones because the Skurs play next week.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
First tee.
See what happens. Hopefully straight. Crank driver. Oh, beautiful.
Black Desert, day 2. Trying to go right at the bunker on the left. Let her fall right.
All right, as always, just trying to put something in play and not send it 60 yards to the right. That's the goal for the day. Definitely bunker, hopefully short maybe.
And with that, Kyler, Garrett, and I get ready for round number 2, Black Desert.
Some weird titleist.
Some weird titleist.
That's fine.
Better number.
Is this Chris? Yeah. Fun.
Fun line. Yep, great shot, sitting there.
Appreciate it.
Need a number? Yeah. 116.
You weren't kidding about the chapstick.
It's a thing out
I
here.
saw it in the pro shop. I was like, might have to get some.
Yeah. I've got some like medicated one. If you need some, let me know. It's really nice.
Definitely don't want to be here.
Wow. Great shot.
That's gotta be good. That's why you were a DB in college. Fastest time of the day?
And so
I thought it. Yeah, I like towed it a little bit, but I thought I would have had enough. Signature holes? I don't know. They're pretty much all signature out here.
that's what they say. Yeah, they all say. Great shot.
Better carry the freaking ground. Yeah, you did.
Great shot.
Still pushing.
Like 192, but I'd rather be like 185 and right,
Yeah.
just so we don't get you into the lava.
Right.
And it's better to just have a longer putt.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad read either.
No.
It's where that guy in the white's standing right now.
Okay.
So they tried to put an actual grass tee box up here, but apparently there just wasn't enough room, so they just left a mat. And then moved the guy quick.
gonna go for it. I'm not shooting well today.
Great speed. That's good. You want it?
Yeah, just bigger fun. Get her out.
Birdie. So bad.
Making an executive decision.
1, 2 back. It's
You thinking left edge?
I'll take a bogey.
I was about to say the same thing.
Left edge? Man, you really...
And just like that, the trip was over. 2 rounds in, a lot of golf, a lot of memories. Black Desert delivered every bit of it. The views, the layout, the people, even the food. It all came together in a way that just sticks with you. You don't get many trips like this, the kind where everything just clicks. We packed the clubs knowing we'd be back, because once you play Black Desert, you don't just check it off the list. You start planning until you return. This is Beyond the Fairway.